Should have followed it on there. Okay, we'll just wait for everyone to come on. Okay, is people coming on?
Yeah.
Okay. Not getting anything up, but hello everyone and welcome to Spring. My name's Kerrie Erwin and welcome to the spiritual show. Tonight we'll be talking about protection, grounding and how to get rid of that negative energy. Before we start, I'd like to say a big call out to our beautiful friend Elizabeth Jensen, who just passed. I think it was on Monday. She was a beautiful person that worked in the spiritual world with us. She was someone that I knew who was a great author, and also she was a spiritual teacher. So I would like to send my very, very many love and blessings from Kyra and myself, and hope her transition goes well. I'm sure it will. She did great things here on the earth, and now she'll be doing a lot of work for the planet while she's in the spirit. So thank you, Elizabeth, for being in all our lives. We're very blessed. I'd like to say hello to Kath. Hi, Kath. How are you? Welcome in. Also, we've got Marissa and we've got Sandra. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the show. It's lovely to see you all. You're all starting to come in now. Anyway, I've got a few cards to call out. I'm working with the Major Arcana cards tonight, and I put this up on the Facebook. So it's you either pick 1 to 4 of the readings. So I'm going to do the readings in a minute. And also I've done a few predictions with my crystal ball. And then after that, we'll get the talk going with Kaya. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Okay, the first card I'm getting is called the Empress. This is number 1. So if these are Major Arcana cards. These are made by Salvador Dali. I don't know if you can see how fantastic they are. Just have a look at that. These are Salvador Dali cards. I bought these in Spain many years ago. And this is the Empress. This is number 1 card. If you picked a card, this is number 1. And the Empress talks about sort of beautiful times coming. It's about really appreciating who you are as a soul, male and female, and about honouring yourself. And it's time now for you to express yourself. And don't be surprised if people will be drawn to you when you're the Empress. It's the birth of something new's coming. It's about manifesting in the world. It's about new realities. It's about, as I said, a birth, new beginnings. It's a beautiful card to express. It's a very good card for spring, actually, isn't it? Very, very good card for spring, the Empress. It's a beautiful feminine card. So if you've chosen number 1, you have the Empress card. So this is a time for you to be sensual and sexy and creative and very much that right side of the brain. So there you go. That's the Empress card. All these cards are good. There's no bad ones. So rest assured. The second one is the Star. If you've pulled number 2, this is all about you, all your hopes and dreams coming true. It's time for you to shine and go out in the world and show people who you truly are by showing your light and also sending your light to others. And usually if you have this card, it means that you are very good at what you're doing in life. You're generally on track. And also you do have rewards and you will shine like the star and things will come to you easily. So if you're thinking about a new career, or you're wanting to move, the Star is a very, very good sign. So something special is going to work very, very good for you, and that's the Star. So there you go. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that's a Major Arcana. So that's number 2. Okay, for number 3, I have the Chariot. The Chariot's a very interesting card because it's saying it's a victory card in a way. So no matter what you're going through, the Chariot card is telling you that you will exceed and move forward. So if you've been feeling stuck in your life, or if you've been feeling like you're not getting anywhere and you're just sort of plodding along like Ploddy the Plodder, and if you've started a job it's difficult, or if you're having problems in a relationship, or your life is just, you're feeling stuck and it's not working, it's telling you to keep going, keep persevering, because victory is on its way, and no matter what's going on in your life, the Chariot will get you there. So that's a fantastic welcome card, isn't it, for any life situation. So if you've had problems with your health, for example, and I can relate to that. I've had the flu, I think, for 3 months. So if you've had the flu, or you've turned the corner, or if you've had any illness, or if you've been having problems in a family situation or relationship, or you're wanting to move, or you're just having so many problems in your job, the Chariot card's just saying hang in there, because all the struggles will pass you by. The next card we get is the Death card. That's number 4. And if you go, oh my God, I got the Death card. The Death card is actually a very, very powerful card. It doesn't mean death. It generally means the end of something that no longer serves you, and something new is coming into your life. You're probably going through what we call a transformation phase. And so this is a welcome card in the way that, like, goodbye, unhappy days, hello, happy days. This is a very good card to get. And it's the end of something. It's like death on the planet. Like when we die, we don't actually die. We go into another reality. We become spirit and become younger again. Most people I speak to in the spirit world, they generally look like they're in their 30s if they were old. They look very beautiful. So death is, it can have a bit of sadness, though, I have to say, to be honest. It can carry a bit of sadness. Like, for example, if you're in a relationship and, you're thinking of getting divorced, and I mean, this is a reset time for everybody on the planet. Maybe it's meant to be, is what I'm saying. If you're going through like a death in a marriage, something like that, it's perhaps a good sign that new things are coming. It's a reinvention time. Or if you've just lost your job, or you've been having problems with your health, it doesn't mean you're going to die. It actually means you have to change your life, your diet, the way you see the world, your emotional body and all that. So death is actually a wake-up card. It's very powerful. It's beautiful, isn't it? These are by Salvador Dali. And then the next card I'm getting, I'll pull one more for everyone. I always like to give an extra. This is the Judgment card. The Judgment's just saying, everybody hang in there, good times are coming, and spiritual rewards. So this is for everybody on the planet. With a positive mindset, you can create great opportunities in your life. So I've given you the Judgment card as well. And I also did some predictions for the world, because so many people, so many clients are going through so many bad times. So I used my crystal ball, and I don't generally work with a crystal ball. I used to work one with years and years ago through my development. And if you play with the crystal ball, you actually can see little pictures. This is probably a difficult one. This is a clear crystal ball. And what I do, I generally clear it first before I use it. I place it in a tissue, or some people use a black rag, and I just clear it, white light, and then I look into the crystal ball, and it actually can feel your third eye vibrating when you do this, and it's very good for people who really want to become more clairvoyant. And I found by using a crystal ball, I was actually able to improve my clairvoyance when I do my spiritual work and also my psychic world, because it's like a muscle and you can feel it. So what I got for the crystal ball was very interesting. The first thing I saw was a horse, and the horse was ready to go. So it was as if it's a race. So the world's about to take off again. So even though the horse has been in the stable, we'll be out of lockout, and we'll be ready, and it won't be long. We won't be long, because the horse is ready to come out of the stable. I also feel there's big changes on the planet, and as you know, everything's divided. I saw a big line in the crystal ball with people divided. Should we get the vaccine? We won't get the vaccine. The fear, people just wanting to move on, people just wanting to get out of lockdown. So you saw the world was divided, and there's a lot of fear on the planet. And I feel more and more people are getting into spirituality with this big shift, and people are starting to be more aware, much more aware. We're sort of waking up. So I feel a lot of people will look at spirituality for comfort, And that's a really good thing, because we are all intuitive, we're born intuitive, but looking for spiritual purpose is what a lot of people are looking at. And I saw this in the ball. Also, I saw typhoons due to climate change. I feel there's going to be, we're worried about the virus now, but I feel we really need to start thinking about the planet, especially the environment. And I saw typhoons in the crystal ball for different places on the planet, mostly some in the southern hemisphere, but very many in the northern hemisphere. So I'm getting like hurricanes, tornadoes, that sort of thing. And also harsher weather conditions, like temperatures going sky high in summer and very cold winters, all due to the polarity of the two poles due to climate change. Also, I saw spaceships in this crystal ball. I know I saw a lot. It only took me about 5 minutes, but I saw quite a few UFOs. So I feel there's going to be UFO sightings this year. And also with the climate change, I feel there's going to be a rise in the water in the seas. So I see islands around Indonesia are really going to go underwater and above Australia. So it's all happening. It's all happening. Also, it's a big reshuffle for a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to move, to relocations, changing their lifestyle, and also marriage problems, people splitting up and meeting people, other people. So it's a lot of stuff going on the planet, because we're all going through what we call the reset. So I saw these predictions tonight, so I just thought I'd like to share them with you. So I hope you enjoyed them. So lots and lots of things going on. So anyway, I think moving on, have we got any questions before we move on? Let me have a look. Okay, we've got some messages. All right, by Janet Lindsay. I was wondering if my son-in-law has a message for me. Janet, I feel that your son-in-law, I feel he had a very close connection to you is what I'm getting. And he's telling me his passing was very quick, very, very quick at the end of his life. And he's in a good place. He sends his love to you, and he's thanking you for being a very, very good person. He's telling me you're very kind and you're always very helpful. So I'll just leave it there. And then we'll get Kaya on before I end some more. Sylvie Chamont, anything happening in my love life? Look, Sylvie, I feel that you're ready for love. I feel you've really got the spring hanging up, haven't you? Hanging around you. And I feel it's a really good thing, because I feel that you're ready now. I do feel something coming around, especially around the end of the year and next year. I feel you're really going to start to move ahead. And it's about making these very careful decisions. I know you've been hurt before, but you really need to let go of those negative experiences, move on, and start to really trust in the process that love is possible. I feel you've got exciting times ahead. I feel definitely you will have a relationship, and I feel the person that you're going to get involved with loves traveling and likes the water. So yes, you will be meeting someone. I feel once you put energy into something, I feel things really change for you. Okay, we've got Deanna. Any messages from my grandparents? Deanna, the first thing I'm picking up, it's almost like you're a person that you're a very good organizer, but they're telling me that you're very overwhelmed. And it's like they had very strong feelings for you. Always. I feel that you're very close to your family, and whatever you're going through, I feel that you're going to do well. I know there's a lot of sadness there for you, and often you feel like you're alone and sort of it's just you, but it's not. I feel that you're very spiritual, and I do feel your grandparents come around you very much so, and I feel your grandfather had a very good sense of humour. And he's laughing and he's saying that next you're not to hang on to things so much, because you're a person that you hang on to things a lot. So you need to start to let things go and start to move forward, and things will really change for you. You do have a lot of support from spirit. And also with your grandfather, I get birds. Birds may be a sign. Okay, the next person I'm getting is Bridgette Wilson. I lost something overseas. Will I ever find it? The first thing I'm getting is no, I don't feel you will. I feel that may have been taken off you. So I feel you need to let that go. Okay, I think we'll just get Kaya in for now, because we've got a lot of things to cover tonight, everyone. And would you like to join us, Kaya?
Sure.
This is the lovely Kaya. Kaya's a yoga teacher, and tonight we'll be talking about protection, boundaries, and removing negative energy. But before we do that, have you got anything for us, Kaya?
I'd love to hear your take on protection, but and boundaries and removing negative energy. It all sounds excellent to me.
So what's happening in your life?
What's happening in my life? Well,
yeah.
Tomorrow is Are You OK Day.
Are You OK? That's a day. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Have you always had that in your job? Are You OK Day?
Well, it's an Australian thing. Are You OK Day? It started in the late 2000s with the Larkin family. Barry Larkin, a father of 3 sons, suicided. And he was, that typical stoic Australian, she'll be right male. And it was just heartbreaking.
Right. What a great
to
tribute.
The family. So it's all around awareness around suicide, and especially for men, because at least with us women, we're mostly in touch with our emotions, not all, and I guess we shouldn't gender stereotype or base it, because it's just around suicide is just shocking and awful, and it's just around awareness, suicide awareness, and just checking in with people. That's what Are You OK Day is all about. If you feel that a friend or a loved one has just gone a bit quiet or isn't okay, just call up the phone, check in, send love, give love.
And also there's Lifeline.
Yeah, there is Lifeline, but it's quite exhausted at the moment, Lifeline, apparently.
Just like the hospitals, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, everybody is suffering mentally.
It's all about mental awareness, big time, isn't it?
Everyone's mental health awareness.
It's just been so hard, especially for the kids with all these lockdowns.
Yeah, so Are You OK Day tomorrow? It happens on the second Thursday in September of the week, and it's so applicable for the moment, because although we're told to get vaccinated and we're told all of these things by the government, what the government isn't actually doing is telling us how to stay mentally healthy and on top of everything, because it is a stressful time for a lot of people, and a lot of people are isolated and may live alone, and yeah, so it's tomorrow. It should be every day, but
that is a fantastic fantastic thing, because everybody needs it, don't they? You know?
And it was born out of charity, but out of tragedy. But through that tragedy, they brought a lot of awareness around it, and there's some fantastic ambassadors, Hugh Jackman, Naomi Watts, some amazing Australian actors, and some sports people are ambassadors, and go around and bring awareness to mental health and have a personal story to share. I mean, I've had some friends in my lifetime suicide, and it's awful.
I think we've all had someone who's suicided, and it's always that thought of, oh gee, I wish I could have done something.
Could have, would have, should have.
Yeah, it's terrible. It sort of leaves you with that sort of legacy, doesn't it? It's horrible.
So life isn't a rehearsal. Make that call, check in, and check in with yourself. So protection. I'd love to talk about protection.
Okay, so I'll just give my take on protection. I've made a few notes here just so I can get everything in, because it's such a big subject.
Yeah.
I have to say that a lot of people are empaths. You are, I am. It's people like, I always get every single day, oh my God, you're sensitive. Oh my God, you're emotional. Oh my God, you carry on. You never shut up. You're a drama queen or whatever. It's because I feel a lot. It's just the way I'm made up. But a lot of people do. Children, we, especially when we're children, but we sort of learn to sort of lose it when we get older. But some of us have it for the rest of our lives. And I'm not surprised with what I do, and also yourself. You're a yoga teacher. You're very sensitive too. But the first thing I learned when I opened up spiritually, because you're working on so many different levels, not every spirit is going to be a good spirit. You do have negative energy, and you do have angelic energy and beautiful spirit energy. But in the spirit world, it's a vast consciousness of love and light. But it's also a place where in the astral you can get some pretty yucky things out there. So when you're starting to open up, you're opening up yourself up, you really need to protect yourself. And I always say every day that you should put a protection around you, a beautiful white light, like a bubble. And I teach children this all the time. I always tell their mothers, like a bubble of protection. And around that bubble of protection, I put a light blue. Like, when you go to work, you might have your bubble on, but then you feel like you want to cloak more. Like, sometimes there's some pretty toxic people out there.
Yeah.
even in my industry, I can honestly say not everybody's light and love. So it's really important to get out there and really protect yourself. So otherwise you'll feel drained, you'll feel exhausted, you'll feel like you're under attack. I've actually felt knives in my back, to the extreme. So it's so important to do that. So you put your blue cloak on, like you cloak yourself. And then the other thing I do is I put gold around me. And if I feel any negative energy coming towards me, I will send gold energy to that person.
What does the gold do?
The gold actually stops it.
Okay.
Because the white light and gold, and it's angelic energy. It's very, very powerful. And white light is the most powerful energy on the planet. It's much more powerful than, dark energy. And often people that work in the dark, how you get a lot of, not saying all witches, but some people might be into Satanism, or some are dark witches or whatever. They use spells, and you can really feel it. They can do a lot of damage. They really can. Or you might have really negative spirits. So it's very important to protect yourself from that negative energy before you move away or you get rid of that energy.
Okay, so what about if you feel like you've been under attack? Or
psychic attack?
Yeah, psychic attack, or somebody's put something on you and you can't articulate it, but
Yes.
you feel it. How do you get rid of it?
Well, the first thing you do if you're under psychic attack, what I do is I close my eyes and I'll generally get a picture. I'll pick who the person is. I generally know who it is. And often with me, it manifests like I might feel like I've got a knife in my back, or I might have pain in my body, or I feel really sick in the stomach. A lot of people I've worked with, when I've had a terrible time, I'll get a headache, a really bad headache. So what I'll do straight away, I'll put my protection up, and then I'll just gently send them gold energy. And I was talking to this lady the other day. She was saying how this man, he was into witchcraft, and I think, those pentagons.
Yeah.
And she closed her eyes and she saw the man with this pentagon. So she actually sent gold energy towards him, and he never tried it again. So it did work. So what you do, you just push the gold energy on them, push it, and that will generally stop it.
Okay.
Yeah. But, then they may try again, and you might want to cut the ties with the person. Generally, you know who's sending it. Or you'll know, like you'll be with someone, and suddenly you get this absolute headache where you feel drained, the person sucked all your power. That's psychic attack too, isn't it, really? So what you need to do, as soon as you feel that you're under psychic attack or something's attacking you and you want to protect yourself, you put the white light around you, the blue cloak and the gold, and you feel yourself close down energetically. Close yourself down, like just feel all your chakras closing down. And that will help too, because I find with a lot of people, readers and healers, they're open all the time and they forget to close down, especially after meditation.
Yeah.
And that can make the people very unbalanced. Yeah. So actually, the more unbalanced you are, the more ungrounded you are, you're actually not helping in any way. So none of your healing or your readings are going to work. You're not functioning because you're not centered. Some other people have suggested crystals, using, crystals for protection, and that's quite interesting. And some of the crystals you can use are Moonstone, because this, you can wear it on your body, a piece of Moonstone, because this supports inner growth and strength, and it channels hope, sensitivity and abundance. So Moonstones are very pearly, the Moonstones. You can wear them as a necklace, or you can wear them on your body, you can wear them in your bra or in your pocket. And the only thing is you have to clear it, have to cleanse it. So, you can run it under water, a Moonstone, or you can, place salt on it, or you can smudge it with a smudge stick.
What about putting it under the moon?
You can do that too, but that's like once a month or something, isn't it? Yeah. That's very powerful too, and that will definitely recharge it. And then we've got howlite. Howlite's a beautiful crystal, and it reduces tension and helps to make you feel safe and secure. And it sort of absorbs all that negative energy. Then you have blue calcite. This is a beautiful, it soothes your nerve. It's very good for anxiety again. And also you might have a piece of black. I've got a crystal over here. We'll show that. Can you just grab
obsidian,
that?
Yeah. Black obsidian.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
I actually have that on my desk. Yeah, you can put that in your pocket. I find the darker crystals are really good. I've got quite a few. I didn't pull them out tonight. And also just a clear quartz. Like if I wasn't going to use my crystal ball for scrying, I could actually charge it, and I could give it a program and tell it I want it to protect me and carry it everywhere I went. If I was going places, I can do that. So it's very important to protect yourself. What sort of things do you do with yoga to protect yourself when you're feeling you might have someone who's toxic in the class?
Yeah, I always send love. Love, send love, energetic love. But the bubble, I work with gold energy, solar power,
The
golden
golden,
energy.
there you go, that's
The
the angelic
golden,
energy.
yeah, and
Yes.
white light. I always
Very
use
powerful.
white light, but usually in a class it's the golden energy I'll use, and it's tuning into the sun, solar power for energy, and to burn, using that fire, the element of fire, to burn away any toxins, any negative energies, any negative entities. I feel that column of golden light, solar power, flow through the chakras, the body, the being, and I bring that down, and I use that to expel. I use the elements, really. Fire. With spring, I've been using the element of water to cleanse and clear, and purify. It's gentler. It's a lot more feminine as well, I find, working with water, although it's very powerful.
Energizes you too.
Yeah,
yes.
Water puts out fire, but I like working with fire. But the good thing about yoga is it's grounding.
Very grounding. It keeps you centered, and you can actually channel to a higher energy because you're grounded.
Yeah.
So the more grounded you are, the more higher you can actually go.
You can ascend. Yeah. So I felt like I was out of my body recently, and I did a grounding technique, tree pose, and I rooted. I visualized roots coming out of my feet and my tailbone, anchoring me all the way into the earth's core. And the deeper I grounded, the more I ascended. It was really powerful, and a very easy.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is boundaries. What do you feel about boundaries? Do you feel they're essential and important?
They are, and for a long time I had no boundaries.
Right.
So boundaries are big for me, but boundaries are very important for self-love and self-respect.
It's about knowing your limits, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and it's good for other people too, to set boundaries with other people. It's a two-way street, boundaries.
And it's okay to speak up too, like to say no, thank you. And really speak up, because a lot of people are too scared to do that, aren't they? And then they become resentful, and then they get sick. Like, for example, cancer. Cancer is just our body telling us that, we need to do something about our lifestyle, about living in a toxic relationship, about a lot of stress, maybe working too much, not looking after ourselves, not bringing any balance into our life. So anything that happens to us, it's actually telling us. For example, cancer, it's telling us that we really need to step back and start to nurture ourselves.
Absolutely.
With diet and exercise and, boundaries, simple boundaries. No, because often, we get involved in these toxic families, like our mother-in-law, our father-in-law. Not everyone likes us. So what you do, instead of putting up with it, you just walk away, because you don't have to do that. We have free will. And, and you don't have to stay in a cruel situation in your life where you're always taunted or you're treated very cruelly. Life is about joy. Life is about living. Life is about experiencing all the wonderful opportunities here on earth. Or toxic fake friends, walk away and begin. And so when one door closes, another door opens. So you really have to have the confidence to know that you have a much better life. So that's what boundaries are all about, aren't they?
Absolutely. And also for all the people that are working from home, working at home, having boundaries to know, okay, time to turn the computer off.
Time to have a lunch break.
Yeah, time to get outside, get away from the computer, get some fresh air, step outside in nature, go for a walk.
100%.
And when you finish work, finish. Keep the computer off. Don't go back. Don't think about it. Switch off. That's a massive boundary at the moment, I'm finding for.
Well, you're working on a computer all day, aren't you?
Yeah.
In your job at the moment. So it must be really hard, because, no one's working in the office anymore. We're all working. I know I'm only reading twice a week now, but I have all my clients on those 2 days, and it's pretty tough. And I'm absolutely drained by the end of it. So I have to go for a walk in nature.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful, by the sea.
Yeah.
I actually head for the water, or, if you're living in the city, just even going for walks, sit under a tree.
Yeah, hug a tree.
Yeah, do something nice for yourself.
Yeah.
And also learn to meditate. Meditate is fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I learned to meditate a long time ago, and I'm very hyper. I've got hyper brain. It was very, very hard for me. And as soon as I learned how to meditate, my whole life changed. And you can do this by joining groups too, if you really need help,
Yeah.
You can, like-minded people, like different groups and stuff. or spiritual groups or different. You do meditation in your classes too, don't you?
Yeah, I do them in yoga classes, but a great and effective meditation that you can do, especially if you feel that you're time poor, is a shower meditation. So most of us
That's a good
have
idea.
a shower, so
Yeah.
step into the
Yeah.
shower as part of your daily routine and literally feel and visualize, see the water cascading through the crown chakra into your body, into your being, and cleansing, purifying, renewing your body, your being, and flushing any of the toxins or tension or anxiety, any fear, any negative energy sent your way. See it go down the drain.
That's really good. That's really good.
It's great for spring.
The other thing too is to keep a diary of what's going on in your life, you know, like a journal. I often say to people, you really need to write a journal or a little blog or something about what's going on in your life. And then you look back and you think, oh my God, geez, how my life has improved.
Yeah, and hide it from your mum.
Instead of whinging all the time. I never went through your diaries. I couldn't understand your writing. And the other thing too, I have to say, never let people think that you owe them. You know, have you ever been in that situation where they might do something for you and you constantly think, oh my God, I owe them? You know, sometimes when people give me things or they do things for me, I think, I don't want to owe you anything.
Yeah.
Because you feel under threat all the time and it can be horrible and you feel, you know, and, you know, I don't know, sometimes it puts you on the spot, doesn't it?
But sometimes it's hard for people to receive, and receiving is a gift as well.
And things shouldn't be expected. But then you get these other types, you're constantly helping them, giving them information. And when it comes for them to do something for you, they're incapable.
Yeah. But, you know,
so that's another boundary.
Yeah.
That's another boundary thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
All these people like, you know, like the old lady at the bus stop, those sort of people where you meet people and all they do is talk about themselves all day and you don't even get a chance to even get a conversation in.
Yeah, well, that's why you just switch off or pretend to be on the phone. Or
yes, but when you're telling them what you have to say, they're on the phone or they've switched off and they haven't heard a thing that you've said.
Beg your pardon?
So that's very draining, isn't it?
It can
very,
be.
very draining.
It can
it's very
be
irritating.
If you let them, but that's a boundary thing.
Yes, it is. I find that's frustrating for me when I see people do that. It's so obvious. Like you might be telling them something about yourself that you don't normally share, and then suddenly they're reading their phone or they're looking at a magazine. They're not listening to anything you say.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's really, and then you're listening to all their crap all the time, and you feel like, oh my God, you know, they're cut them off. Anyway, the next subject is removing negative energy from your life. Okay, we all know the feeling of negative energy, don't we? You know, you can get it from people, especially in your home. Like, you know, for example, if you might have visitors, not so much these days, but, you know, people that you may be living with, you might feel they're toxic. It's really good to give the energy of the home a very good sage, or to give your aura a sage, a clear out, you know, get rid of that negative energy. And it's a very easy way to do, because sage is, you know, the sage stick, you get the sage stick, you break it up, and I generally put it in, I get some alpha and I put it in a pot and I start from the front door, and I light the sage, and then the fire goes out, and then I just have the smoke. So starting from the front door, I go through every room, every little corner, in the cupboards, everywhere. I go through the whole house. All the windows are closed. It's remarkable how you can actually get rid of that negative energy, that toxic energy, and you can sleep better too.
And one of your books is all about that. Is that
I write a lot about clearing, because I'm supposed to be a professional clearer, or, you know. Yeah. So, and also I work with spirits. Sometimes you can't get rid of the negative energy. It can be spirits. So that's when you need to call in a medium, because most people can't do that. Yeah. But often, if you use the sage, it will make like an 80% difference, 100% it will help. But negative energy is, it's not good to let it accumulate in your home, is it? So if you feel like you're stuck in your life, you feel like things aren't working, you feel like you're not getting a break and everyone's down and fighting in the house, kick them out in the backyard, close all your windows and just give your house a really big sage out, and then open all the windows up and all the old energy will go and the family will come back in and they'll be in harmony. And that's a good thing to do, because, you know, we're living on top of each other these days, aren't we? Yeah. So, you know, and then you can do it for yourself. You can just it's like your shower, except this is with smoke.
Mm.
You just clear that negative energy out of your aura. And then, you know, even if you go for a swim, go for a walk, that comes off. Epsom salts is good too, isn't it?
Mm.
Having an Epsom, if you can't go for a swim in the sea, put salt in your bath or put Epsom salts in. Sage, Epsom salt, salt water, they're really good things to clear your energy, because everyone deserves to have some sort of peace in their life, don't they?
Mm.
And these are just very simple techniques where you can cleanse yourself, your home, and all. And do you sage your house out at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I do it whenever it needs, when I feel it needs it. And you know.
You can feel the energy because it feels like it's pressing on you, doesn't it?
Mm. Or if you've had an argument or a fight, or if you've been stressed out for a long period of time, and that residue, that emotion, that energy can sort of linger in the house.
That's for sure. Okay, so I think we'll move on to the readings now. We've got quite a few, haven't we? And these are just random readings that, you know, we don't necessarily pick them out. You had a message for someone that passed from cancer today, you said.
Yeah, no, they haven't been able to tune in tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, this is for Helen. Helen Udovic. Does my mum and dad have a message for me? Helen, I just have to say, your parents absolutely loved you. They're telling me you're a very strong, independent girl. And I feel that you've been through a bit of a trying time at the moment. And I'm hearing love is very important for you. I feel also you've got some very good friends in your life, and because you're very good to people. And I know it's been very difficult for you because, you know, your mother's telling me you haven't got any patience, and at the moment you're feeling very limited. But I feel that you really need to get into spiritual things. Spiritual things would be really, really good for you, Helen. So just try that. Mum sends their love. And I don't know if you've been cooking or you like to cook, but I'm being told that you can also try to be a little bit more creative in the kitchen, because your mum's telling me you're a pretty good cook. Even though I don't know if that's true, but that's what she's saying. Maybe she's trying to encourage you. Okay, Anna Rispy. Could you please tell me how long it normally takes for a loved one to be able to send you a sign that they are on? It's been 3 weeks. No, Anna, I have to say 3 weeks. 3 weeks isn't too early. Often when I do readings for people, I feel they come through straight away. A very good friend of mine passed away on Monday, and the next day I saw her in my kitchen and she gave me a message that I had to pass on. So there you go. It happens straight away, and you don't have to wait 3 weeks at all. So any medium that tells you, oh, you have to wait 3 weeks or you have to wait 3 years is ridiculous. They come through straight away. And often I can hear voices I can hear voices, you know, you can hear the voice. They come through. I don't know who's passed, but I feel I do get a male around you in the spirit world. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's your father or male or grandfather or someone like that I'm getting. And I feel someone that may have passed from cancer, Anna. And also, there's quite a few. You've got quite a few people there. You're quite a spiritual person. And I just feel you're very sad at the moment, but don't be. Don't be sad, because I feel the older man in the spirit world is looking after everyone, and not to worry. This man may have been a family member is what I'm getting. And any signs they may have, look, you might smell them, you might feel them around you, you might hear a song, numbers, you might see frequency of numbers like 111. Oh, you're starting to open up, you know, more, you're more aware. Or you might just look at the picture and you get a very strong feeling, or you might see a butterfly or a bird, or you might see a name of a street is another way, Anna. There's so many ways that the spirits can connect to you, but signs are with us all the time, and there's so many of them. It's just about trusting your intuition and knowing that it's possible. Okay, Liz Thomas. Any messages on my career as I'm going for a promotion? Will I be successful? The first thing I get for you, Liz, I feel it's been topsy-turvy for you for a while. It's been a real struggle, and I feel that you have to keep going. I'm getting the strength card, so I do feel you will get there, and with your career. And I do feel the promotion will be successful, but there may be delays around it is what I'm getting. And I just feel it's the times. Like everybody's waiting at the moment. It's like we're all in a waiting room and everything's so slow. and you know nothing's happening fast, but you just keep going forward and understand that you deserve this and you will get that, so you'll be fine. Susan, any messages from my dad? It was his birthday. Look, with you, Susan, I feel that your father always likes to pop in on your birthday, and sometimes you get these quirky feelings that he's around, and you know, it's kind of like you can feel him, but it's only fleetingly, because I feel your father's always on a mission. He comes and he goes. He comes and he goes. And I feel he visits, he does visit the family though. And he's just telling me that he's thanking you for lighting a candle on his birthday, because he knows that, because you know that he's here, and he's thanking you for everything that you've done for him, and he's very proud of you and what you've accomplished. I feel your dad, Susan, was a beautiful man, and he's sending his love. But I'm hearing candle. I don't know if you light a candle for him or you have a cake or something, but he's acknowledging a candle. Okay, the next one we've got is Imogen Thomas. Feeling bored and very stagnant at the moment. Any advice or guidance? Look, I feel that everybody's feeling like that, and I feel the first thing I have to say for you is I feel that you need to, I feel your moods go up and down all the time, and it's quite sad. So I feel you really need to start walking more, or start some sort of exercise, and you'll notice that you'll have a big shift. I feel it's more about your endorphins, getting your endorphins up, because I feel your energy is very low at the moment. So it's about doing nice things for yourself, like ringing up a friend, taking a walk, getting the endorphins up, and just doing things for yourself and making yourself happy. Also, laughter is very important for you too. I do feel you will get through this. I do get there's a breakthrough coming next month for many people, and things will get a lot better. It's just that, you know, you're just one of the many who are living under a dark cloud at the moment, but you'll be fine, so don't worry. Just stay positive, and you're very good at that, and you're very good at cheering up others. Virginia, my soulmate passed away a few years ago after a telephone call. He put the phone down and died. He was healthy and lived overseas. The first thing I'm getting, Virginia, is I feel that he always reached out to you, and I don't know whether you get songs around him, like when you hear a song that reminds you of him. I feel that he knew he was going to pass, is what I'm getting, because I feel he wasn't well before he died, is what I'm getting. I do feel that he had a lot of feelings for you. It's almost like you had like soulmates in a way, like you had this very special connection. And I know it's really hard for you. He's talking about a dog. I don't know if you have a dog or he had a dog. He's talking about a dog was very important. Something in your life about a dog was very important. And he's just telling me what a beautiful person you were, and he liked to hear the sound of your voice. I just feel he wasn't well for a while, is what I'm getting. He wasn't himself, and that's why it was very good for him. He had the opportunity to talk to you, and I feel that's what he's very glad for. I feel that was very special for him. So I feel you've been blessed to experience that, because a lot of people don't get the time, don't get the opportunity to say anything before they pass. And that's hard for all of us. Joylene Anderson, do you see if I will ever have a romantic partner? I do feel you will, Joylene. I feel towards the summer months, but I feel that you, at the moment, you've sort of given up and you're sort of thinking everything's so negative for you. I do feel you have a very good female friend who you talk to, who encourages you. And I'm being told that you've also got someone in the spirit world too. I feel it might be like a mum, like a grandmother, who's telling me that you need to start again, you need to get out, and you need to let the past go and stop hanging on to things, is what she's saying. She's very matter of fact, so I feel it's not a mother, it's a grandmother, is what I'm getting. And I feel it's connected to your mother's side. You will get your wishes, is what I'm being told, but you need to make an effort. I feel you'll get heavenly help with that, Joylene, so there you go. So don't give up, and don't give up on romance, because it's a beautiful thing. And it's one of the joys on the life experience. Hayley Shanahan, I have lost 2 family members this year, and I would love to know if there are any messages. The first thing I'm getting for you, Hayley, I feel it's been very hard for you, but what they're telling me is you're feeling a little bit lost about the moment, but things will change for you big time. I feel there may be some sort of something creative you need to let the past go because something new is coming into your life. I feel it could be work-wise. And also love's going to be very important for you as well as what I'm getting. So I feel your life will change because I feel love's very important for you. And I feel it's going to be very significant in the next couple of months. Also, they're saying that you're feeling very confused at the moment because you have a lot of decisions and you need to let the past go. And this may mean like a reshuffle of what you're doing and friendships and how you live your life. And they're talking about maybe a move. And then this will bring in a new beginning. Also, I feel later on when it opens up, there's going to be some sort of, I'm seeing interstate travel for you. Shana White, I am pregnant. Any messages for me from the other side? The first thing I'm getting is I feel this baby is going to bring so much joy around you. I don't know whether it's a boy, but if it's a boy, I feel there's a female as well. I feel there may be 2 children for you coming. But that's your choice, though. I feel the pregnancy is going to go really well. I know you've had a few sadness before around pregnancy, but everything's going to go well. The baby's going to be very healthy. I feel the baby is going to, there's been a lot of worry over this pregnancy too, but not to worry because I'm getting smooth waters. I feel the pregnancy will be okay. It's very, very exciting. But I feel it, if it's not a boy, I feel it'll be next time. But I'm getting a male energy. So, and I get a female as well. So there may be two pregnancies for you. And also I'm being told you're going to make a very good mother. Very good mother. There's a lot of excitement in the spirit world, and I'm being told you're going to be a very good mother. That's what I keep getting. You're going to be a very good mother. So congratulations to you. Athena Morris, how long do I have to wait for surgery? The first thing, I feel that you may be hearing something in October. I feel there's been delays because of the lineup. At the moment, it's crossed swords, and you will be hearing news about your surgery. And I don't feel anything's really going to happen with your surgery till either later in the year or next year is what I'm getting because of all the delays in the hospital systems. But you'll be hearing news about what's happening in October, so don't worry. You're still going to have that surgery and everything's going to go well because it's something that's very, very much needed. So you will get that eventually. So you just have to hang in there like a lot of people. Ivy Edmonds, any messages from Dad? Any messages from my dad's? Or she must have 2 people over there. Look, the first thing I'm getting, I feel that there's someone who had cancer in the spirit world, and I feel someone that sort of was very sick for a while and may have lost their memory. So I feel you've got a lot of spirit people around you again. So it's not just 2. I feel there could be 4 or 5 people over there, Ivy. Also, I'm getting a dog. I don't know if you had a small dog or a dog that was very significant to you. I see a dog there. I feel you have a lot of people around you. And also I feel they come around your home too. Because sometimes you can feel them like uncles and aunties and that sort of thing, and the funny smells. The message for you is you really need to start taking special care of yourself. Give yourself, nurture yourself more, look after yourself, and you really need to look after your health. Okay, Kim O'Connor, will my husband's health improve? Look, Kim, I feel your husband, I feel he's just been very, very depressed for a very long time, and it's been very draining for you. But if it wasn't for you, I don't feel he would have survived and been able to manage, because I'm being told that you're a very, very strong girl. I can hear a voice telling me, it's a female voice, that it's been touch and go with him for a while, and eventually I feel that he will have some sort of breakthrough. So, you know, he's probably Lucky the cat with many lives. So he will have a little breakthrough there. So yeah, he's not. I don't feel it's time he's going to be passing at all. So I do feel that he will have a breakthrough. I just feel it's been very, very timely. It's sort of been very up and down for a long time, and I know that can be very draining, especially for loved ones and family. But he really, really appreciates everything you do for him. Kelly Benjamin, I've just left a domestic violence relationship after 20 years. Will my children and I be okay and have a successful future? The first thing I'm getting, Kelly, is it took you a long time to get there and you put up with a lot, and I really affected your children, especially one of them, and I feel that it caused that child a lot of problems. So good on you is all I'm saying. I feel your husband, I feel he's mental. I do feel you will have a really good life, and I feel that you will start to begin to live life, but I still feel that he may need a restraining order where the police were involved. I see the police were involved in the past as well. I just feel he doesn't really have any interest anymore, or any inkling to do anything. Also, I feel you will have financial support, and I feel there may be a new job coming up for you, Kelly. So congratulations, and start living your life, darling, because you deserve it. I feel you've held on to that contract for a very long time, and your children will be okay, and you will have a successful future. You've got new friends, new life, and it's like a blessing, absolute blessing. Okay, Millie Ivanek. My husband's Dave's birthday is 10th of September. Would love to have a reading, Millie. My husband's, what's that say? Sorry.
My husband's Doug's birthday is on the 10th of September. Can I
Yeah.
have a reading?
Okay, the first thing I'm getting is that I feel that there's a lot of happiness coming in for you, Millie, especially with relationships. I feel that you've got a lot of happiness coming in. I feel a lot of joy, and I'm getting also opportunities coming in for you too, with some sort of promotion or work around you is what I'm getting. And I feel you've turned the corner with whatever you've been doing in your life, and I feel there's a lot of sadness going in your life, and you've actually had like a breakthrough, because instead of starting to think about everyone, you're really starting to think about yourself. So I'm seeing all these new opportunities, invitations, and really good things happening for you. So it's really, really exciting. And I just feel that in your home, it's a happy home and really good things happening. Okay. Rachel Spalding. Do you see me moving away from Sydney? If so, where? At the moment, Rachel, I feel no, you won't be moving out of Sydney. I feel you're going to be on hold because you're not sure where you want to go. Wherever it is, it's going to be coastal. I feel it's coastal because I feel you're going to have as I said before, remember I said a lot of people are moving, they're changing relationships. It seems to be the theme, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. With Rachel, darling, I feel that there will be a move for you, but it's not till next year, because you're not sure what you want to do. It's like a lifestyle change is what I'm getting. So I feel it's going to be coastals, closer to the water, and it's a different sort of lifestyle. At the moment, I feel though there's a lot of confusion around you, and you're kind of stuck in a way because you're not sure where you're going for life. You just know you want change. I just feel you need to be more patient and think it out a little bit more. Okay. Okay, Jocelyn Anderson. Do you see Tony and I reconciling? Gee, I feel Tony's been given a lot of chances, and I know you still have feelings for him, but I just feel that there is a lot of love there. I feel that you both do have feelings, and I know you've been through a lot. I just feel that, you're like the cat and the dog. Like, it's a very intense relationship. I feel it's more like a twin soul relationship, sort of. You love each other, but there's all these lessons all the time, all these draining lessons. I just see arguments, and I know, but the thing is that it's almost like you can't. You reconcile and then you fight again. So I just feel that if he does come back, I do feel it won't last, is what I'm getting. I just feel it's a very difficult sort of toxic relationship in a way, and I feel you're better off without him, to be honest. She probably didn't want to hear that, but that's what I get. Okay, Nadia. For Nadia, will I be successful this Saturday trying to get a new home? Nadia, I feel there is opportunities coming up for you. I don't feel you'll find something this Saturday. I'm getting probably within the next couple of weeks. I don't know if this is the right place for you, but I feel there's a bit of a wait delays period is what I'm getting. I don't know if this house is the right home for you. It's almost like you just get there and it's either too much or it goes or something happens. I just feel you're kind of a little bit on hold, so it's a time thing with you. And when you do move, you'll absolutely be ecstatic. But I feel it's a time thing coming up for you, and I feel probably within the next couple of months, definitely. Toots Thorpe. When will my daughter-in-law get a transplant, and how long will she stay in Melbourne? I feel she's definitely on the list, I have to say, and I do see her getting a transplant. and I feel it's going to happen. I'm getting probably within 6 months. I know that sounds a long time, probably within 6 months. I feel she's pretty high up on the list. So I do feel it's going to happen for her. And she's very philosophical about it. So beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. But I just feel there's money involved, and I definitely see her getting that. And it'll be a big change for her. Very, very big change. And she'll have a completely different life. But I'm getting within 6 months' time is what I'm getting. Kathy Viv, can I get a love relationship, please? Okay, this is about can I get a love relationship, please?
Reading.
Oh, reading. Okay, at the moment I feel that there's not much going on for you. I feel that everything's flat around you with love. It's about communication, because I feel that you're very emotional, and sometimes you're misunderstood with people around you, and also anybody that's in your life in a relationship. I also feel that you go for the same type all the time. So I feel that you need to sort of wipe the slate, and I feel that you need to cut the ties with the person that's hurt you the most in your life and start again. And that way you'll bring in a sort of net energy. You're kind of in a pattern in a way, Kath. You're kind of living in a pattern where you keep having the same experiences all the time, where these are the same sort of people, and you're not really happy is what I'm getting. So it's very, very hard for you is what I'm getting. There you go. Okay. Christine Green, my husband died a few years ago. Is he okay? The first thing I'm getting is that I feel he was quite a romantic man. It's almost like he's telling me he didn't have enough time with you. And he passed very quickly. He's not earthbound. He went straight away is what I'm getting. He's telling me he had a very good life for you, but towards the end of his life, I feel things were very different is what he's saying. And it's been very hard for you is what he's saying. And he's more worried about you, Christine, than you for him. He's fine. He's happy. This guy, I feel that he was very kind of easygoing in a way. Very easygoing, and also friendships are very important for him. And also, I don't know if he did fishing or outdoor things, but I feel he loved all that sort of thing. Also, I get a guy called David around him, or a Dave he's talking about. And also, there could have been a Ben and a John. Is he okay? Yes, he is. He's okay, but he's just saying he wants you to move on. He sends his love. It's just that, he just feels like his life was taken away from him. Manisha Camera, please can I have a message from my lovely mum? The first thing I'm getting is your mother was a very traditional woman, and I feel that she was very gentle, and she was like a child in a way, very sweet. I pick her up as a very sweet person, Manisha, and she's telling me that she worried about everyone, and also I feel she was very good in the kitchen. I'm sort of I don't know if she was Indian or what nationality you are, but I feel she's very traditional. She was very young when she got married. I feel your father may have been older, or he behaved older, and she loved her children, and she said she had a very strong connection to you. She was very gentle, very soft. She was always there. That music was very important for her. Very gentle soul. Sends lots and lots of love to you. She's telling me that not to worry about anything, and to be gentle. To be gentle to people that you love, because your family is. She lived for family, this woman. So she's talking about the family and the importance. Okay, Karen Byrne. When will my daughter fall pregnant? Karen, I feel that your daughter, I feel she's having a bit of difficulty at the moment, but I do feel that she will fall pregnant. At the moment, I feel that she's stressed. I feel she's very stressed is what she's getting. So I feel that she may even do IVF, and that's when she's going to get results. I feel that's for the last resort, though. I get IVF around her, and I feel that she's going to have 2 children. So yes, she will fall pregnant. It's just that she's very stressed. She may have to have IVF, though, is what I'm getting. Okay, we're quickly running out of time. Nita Leons, do you have any spirit messages for me? Nita, I feel that the first thing I'm getting for you is I'm here to tell you, I've got a male in the spirit world telling me you're a very good person. And at the moment you're struggling, though, and you're feeling very overwhelmed by a lot of things in your life. I'm being told everything's going to be okay, and not to worry, stop worrying. And I do get a lot of female friends around you, Nita, and I'm just being told you'll be okay. I don't know if you had a very strong relationship with a mother, with your mother. Your mother was very important for you, And I do feel, I'm being told there's some sort of new abundance coming up for you, Nita. So hang in there. I know you're overwhelmed and you're going through some hard times, but your female friendships are very important for you. And you've got a lovely, beautiful mother energy in the spirit world who's around you. Okay, Kylie Smith. I just started seeing a new guy. Will this be long term? I feel, Kylie, I feel for you, you dating men, it's like a game. Like you like to know what's going to happen. You kind of jump in and then you sort of think, oh my God, what's happening? And, he was a disappointment. But let's have a look at this guy. I feel this guy's okay. I feel that he's very work orientated. I pick up he's quite generous though. He's quite a generous person. He's got a lovely personality, and I do feel that you need to get to know him slowly. I feel you have a tendency where you jump in, so you need to take it slowly because it may take time. It mightn't take off as fast as what you want. So you need to be a little bit patient. Just sit back, because I feel this person may be going for a new job or looking at new work or something. So he may have other things he has to worry about, is what I'm getting. Christina Skansky, what can I do to help my anxious son? I feel your son, I feel that he's been anxious for a long time. I feel counselling would be really good for his son, and also getting him to do something that he loves, like love some sort of sport, even though I feel he mightn't like sport, but even if you got him into, when it all opens up again, I feel your son would be really good to do martial arts or qigong, something like that. That would help him really ground his energies and it make him feel better about himself. It's almost like he overthinks things all the time. Also, music's very helpful for him as well, Christina. So I'd be introducing good food and exercise and just letting him know that he's there. I had a daughter who had anxiety too, so I know what it's like. It's very hard, but with time and patience. I used to take her running. Tanya Lee Elsick, any messages from the spirit world for me? Well, Tanya, the first thing I'm getting is for you is congratulations. I do feel I've got a male in the spirit world. He said, "Good on you, girl," is what he's saying. I feel that you've been through a lot in the last 18 months, and I don't know whether you're thinking about doing some work or you're worried about work or changing work now that you're feeling better again, because I feel there could be a new job coming for you, something that you really love to do. I don't know. I keep getting, I think I've read for you before. I feel that you remind me of, you're very different from most people, which aren't we all? Yeah, I can relate to that. But also you do have an affinity with animals, and because they can feel your gentle energy. But I feel a lot of your toxic energy from the past is gone. You've got a breakthrough, and I feel I've got a male here in spirit telling you congratulations from a loved one is what I'm getting. And anyway, let me have a look. I think that's the end of the night, isn't it? So what's the theme at work this week, were you saying? Would you like to come back in?
Yeah, no, it's no theme at work. Theme at work is just get on with it and be positive and take breaks from the screen and get outside, get fresh air, and have boundaries with people. But tomorrow is Are You OK Day, and
Are you
it
okay?
Started in Australia. But
are you
mental
okay?
Health. I'm tired. I'm
You're
drained.
tired.
Yeah, I loved the talk on protection and clearing your energy because I'm quite vulnerable and oversensitive.
It's good to remember that you can do something. You can take personal responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's a new moon, so I've found a lot of people are quite low ebb, tired and a bit drained, and but you can flip that and just enjoy going inwards if you can, and just take a few steps back and exhale and self-nurture. But yeah, are you okay?
Yes, I'm just I've just gotten over this flu. I've still got a bit of a cough. It's just been terrible. There's just so many of these viruses and things going around, isn't there? Every person I speak to, they've all had this some sort of flu or allergies, and it's just quite profound. So yeah,
it is that time of the year, spring, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's like it brings in all these pollens and allergies. But I do spend a lot of time outside.
Yeah.
And I do go swimming, actually. Swimming's my thing. So that really helps me. And also I love movies. I love watching movies. When I'm not working or writing, I watch a lot of movies because I've always loved theatre. All that sort of thing.
I'll share a little bit of a secret. Speaking of movies, did you know that Kerrie's favourite films are the Fast and the Furious series.
Yeah, that's true. I love fast cars. I think in a past life I might have been a one of those drivers. I could just see myself with this little Porsche revved up, driving really fast on the freeway. I know everyone complains about my driving. Actually, I've never had a ticket though. I know how to dodge.
Yeah,
I know how to be sneaky. I've got this inner radar. I think I use my intuition as radar.
Your
But
psychic powers
I
to
do
get
drive.
away
I
with.
do drive very fast, I have to say. But yes, that is my favourite movie, and it's really funny. I'll quickly share this with you. Um, Paul Walker. I didn't know who he was, and that's how I got into the Fast and Furious. And I run a séance. I've been running a séance now for probably 18 years, a private séance with a group of people. And one night, we've had a lot of movie stars come. We've had Elizabeth Taylor, Joan Collins, Elvis Presley, Michael Hutchison. But one night, this guy called Paul Walker came in. I didn't know who he was, and beautiful man, his energy, very soft. And I was wondering who he was. And he spoke through me, and he was giving messages to people in the group. And when I came home, I put the TV on, and this movie called Fast and the Furious, and Paul Walker was in it. And I went, oh my God, that's the guy who came through tonight in the seance, Paul Walker.
Wow. Imagine, so you had Paul Walker walk through you.
Yes, no, Paul
Sure, a
Walker
lot of
spoke through
women.
me.
Wow.
And I thought, oh my God, he's absolutely gorgeous. And what I love, every time they do a franchise, they've got a franchise of these movies, they always have Paul in it. Like even though he died, they still remember him. So they still give him a scene where they might see his car driving away. That was in the last one. But,
Okay.
I just love it. I just love those fast cars. I'm bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's true.
It is. It's cute,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I love fast cars.
The Fast and the Furious psychic medium.
Yes. Okay, that's true. Okay, well, have a great week, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. We love having you, and I hope you like our talks. Now, if there's anything you want us to talk on or about or any subjects, please let us know. We try to go to everyone, but these are random, aren't they?
Yeah.
We don't pick or choose. They just come. So Spirit chooses them. So just hang in there, and everyone gets a healing from this. Look, this is about helping the community. So stay strong, stay safe, and look after yourself.
Yeah, and check in with some loved ones or friends or maybe even your neighbour.
And instead of thinking about yourself, give someone a ring and have a chat.
Yeah, because often being of service and extending goodwill and positive energy to others can be quite healing for yourself. In other words, getting your head out of your own backside.
And I can't wait to go blonde again. I'm sick of having this dark hair. But anyway, that's what happens when there's no hairdressers around.
That's right. For now, it's Endora. And
Endora,
Samantha.
the bad genie. The good genie's coming back probably by spring when we get out of here. I'll be straight to the hairdresser. So have a great week.
There's the good witch, Endora.
Yes, Endora.
Bewitched.
Okay, we'll see you all in 2 weeks' time with another subject. Love and blessings, and love you all, and thanks for joining us, everyone.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. From Kerrie and Kaya, the beautiful goddess. Bye. Bye-bye.